Juice in the morning.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Juice in the Morning. I'm your host, Justin Juice Kelly. I feel like I'm going to remember this episode. I apologized last week if I was a little bit intoxicated. How are you guys doing today? We got Shane and Jonny Boughton today. I feel like we're at our full power right now.
Our powers combined.
Fucking supreme.
I was going to say Captain Planet, but
Supreme. That was really good, though. I liked it. So we've got pretty basic show where we talk about the normal stuff that we talk about, but I think that it's going to be awesome. The first thing I wanted to get into, have you watched the show on Netflix, Big Mouth? Or is it Big Mouth, Loud Mouth?
Big Mouth.
Is that
Big
the
Mouth.
animated one?
Yeah, with Nick Kroll.
Yep. Did you
It's
only
really
watch
good.
it because he talked about it on Joe Rogan?
No, actually, I watched it before Joe Rogan.
He was just on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, and I was actually I enjoyed the podcast with him and Nick Kroll a lot.
I fucking hated him until I listened, because every character he plays on TV is an unlikable person.
But he's so good at it.
I hate him. And then
I didn't know he was the voice of the Hormone Monster.
Forever ugly.
Yeah.
Dude, when he did that voice, I was like, I completely thought that was I can't remember what his name is, but he was on Arrested Development. Job.
Oh, yeah. He's
like the guy with the really deep voice. I thought he was the Hormone Monster, but then Nick Kroll did the Hormone Monster voice. I was like, holy shit, that like blew my mind.
He did a great job as Lego Batman, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I can't do it.
Oh, the guy from Arrested Development is who you're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's welcome to the conversation, Shane. That's what we're talking about.
I think he was trying to make sure you were caught up with us.
No,
I thought you were talking about Nick Kroll still. I was like, that was definitely not the voice of Lego Batman.
But yeah, I think that like that show's awesome, and it's the fact that what they get into is very interesting because they couldn't do that on a network television show. Like you couldn't talk about like kids going through puberty because that's a very uncomfortable situation. But then you're watching it as a cartoon, and you're like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a hormone monster? Not a hormone monster, but did you ever have to go through random boners in high school and stuff?
Yeah.
Because they talk about that all the time. I never had a random boner.
What? You never had to waistband it, bro?
Nope, never.
It's terrible.
I feel like I've had full control of my boners since I was 11 years old.
I'll tell you the worst thing that used to happen to me is like when I was really hormonal, I guess is what it sounds a little like I'm a girl or something, but like if you were in a car and it was bouncy, like if you're in a truck and it was like bouncing, I was like, I'm kind of getting a boner right now. And that's how it was when I was like what you're talking about. I was just getting boners all the time for no reason.
I feel like I wasn't prepared to be wrecked for the first time that I was. My mind immediately went to places that it should have never went, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a titty. And
Everything sexually has always been in my opinion, it's been like a movie to me. It's always really nice and perfect. Like it's always gone the way I wanted it to go. I never had an embarrassing.
You're just taking a stroll through the park casually.
Well, I mean, I'm getting deep about it, but the first time of ever pleasuring myself, it was in a bathtub. Great, it was warm. There's some incense, I think.
Wow.
And it was just perfect. And then I don't know. I've gotten into it on the podcast before, but the first time having sex and losing my virginity, it was I Like the Way You Move was playing on the radio.
Wow.
And it was Outkast, dude. It was just perfect. It went well. And I feel like it was good for both of us.
Dude, my first time was pretty great.
Yeah.
It was me and that person's first time.
Yeah. Same here.
I won't call her out, but
very lucky for that.
Terrible.
Oh, really?
The first time was fucking terrible.
Okay, elaborate. That's why we have the podcast.
Yeah. So there was a woman or a young lady that I dated in 8th grade.
When he said woman, did you immediately think of a 40-year-old married chick?
So I walked all the way across Greenfield from our neighborhood all the way to where Rick's Theater is, or that theater where Grigsby Station is now. Her grandmother, she was staying at her grandmother's house over there. I walked from where we lived, which is fucking far, dude.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of in that time of
Walking uphill.
No,
to
my
the
parents.
place.
My parents are home. Come over. He's like fucking.
But the best part is, okay, so if you go to
there's
Aldi's,
a Johnny-shaped hole in the wall because he ran through it.
but I walked all the way there with a pack of bologna in my pocket. Hold on a second.
Just to give to her dog.
Just understand me. Her grandma's neighbor had 4 dogs in the backyard that never shut the fuck
You're
up.
like Home Aloneing this situation.
I did though.
Oh, yeah.
I did though. But I opened that pack of bologna and threw that shit over the fence, and the dog shut up. So I could like.
You watched
dip into
that
this
Disney
house.
movie, Paper Out, the fucking Paper Out movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know.
Where he like he gets a paper route and it's like super shitty. Like this dog tears him up. These kids fuck with him. This old man fucks with him. And then he's like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna get ready." So he like goes and like it shows like a preparation scene where he's doing all these things. And one of the things he does is get like meat for the dog.
I was just looking at it. I was like, the mission is vagina.
Dude, you were looking at it as like
it was Mission Impossible, bro. I'm Tom Cruise in this situation, okay, bro?
I would have never put that much thought into like I'm bringing bologna. Like
I did. I had that shit.
I would have just been yelling at the dog. Shut up!
yeah.
But we get
I would
down.
have like
we
Splinter
get,
Cell to snap their necks.
wow, I'm an animal lover. I couldn't do it. I only eat Chloe the cow. But
I don't know.
Facebook meme
Nope.
thing going on.
Yeah, got
anyway, some people's gonna get it.
Yep.
But
I'm only into harambe.
we're halfway through getting down to business, so about 2.5 minutes into it, her grandmother like ninjas her way downstairs, and we had no idea. So like,
So she like watched.
kind of, and it got me harder. But like I'm mid-mount doing my thing, that at least I think I'm doing my thing. And
I mean, it's your first time.
Seems right.
and then the light turns on, and it's like, oh shit!
I was never walked in on either.
Oh man.
But
Yeah.
you said you were, right?
Yeah. Did I tell that story on here?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
I walked in.
For a month, I waited for that phone call where she's like, "I'm fucking calling your parents, telling them you're here doing this." So every time the phone rings, I was like, "Hello, yes, I'm his father." Yes,
Dude, my girlfriend at the time's mom threatened to tell my mom, and my mom was like,
You were cool
And I was
with it?
like, go ahead. My mom's gonna be like giving me a high five. Like, go ahead. But yeah, I think I told this a long time ago, but her mom walked in while I was like going downtown and she like, she knocked and then immediately walked in.
That's the worst. Knock.
Yeah, like why?
Never do that.
And then she goes, "Oh my god!" She like did like the "Oh my god," and like closed the door. And then it was
she's about to say the same thing, mom.
and then it was silent for like 20 seconds. It was like the longest silence of my life. And then she just goes, "I want to see both of you downstairs in 10 minutes."
So you
ahead
were
and
like,
finish
"I've
up."
got 10 more minutes then."
Yeah, and then the girl that I was with, she's like, "Why are you laughing? I'm never gonna see you again." Blah, blah, blah. And I was just like laughing my ass off. And she,
We've got 8 more minutes.
I want to see you guys. I was like, "Well, we better finish up here."
So the most uncomfortable thing that happened with me was my mom was having a garage sale. So she was down in the garage, like putting everything out into the like driveway, like getting it ready. And the girl I was dating at the time, what?
I just want I didn't people sense it.
Yeah, there's one comment that I want to bring up in just a moment. But no, there was a garage sale, and so me and my girlfriend of the time, like, we're hooking up, and then it ended, and we were done, and we were just, because in high school I had the whole bonus room was my room, so I had like my bed, and then I also had like a living room in my room.
It was awesome,
and you could like watch TV, whatever. And so
he was living MTV Cribs as a
my girlfriend,
like for real.
My girlfriend and I are watching like a movie, and my mom, being a nice mom, is like bringing snacks upstairs to us, like snacks and drinks.
Would you like snacks?
Well, she gets up,
Sandwiches?
yeah, and she gets,
Mom, the meatloaf. Fuck.
well, she gets up there and she's like, "Why does it smell like sex up here?"
Oh my
Oh
god!
shit!
Your mom just like
And I can see
Savage.
Robin doing
Yeah,
that.
owned me, because and the thing is in her, like, I talked to her about this later, and in her opinion, she thought that like maybe I just smelled like, because growing up in high school, like I was played football, like had all of my bags that like had all of my jerseys and stuff in it, and I had a smell, like
There were interesting smells coming.
Oh yeah, coming from my room. And so my mom was just thinking that she was being funny, like talking about like maybe I had a gym bag open with my like football stuff in it or something. but it actually was like it was sex smell.
Nice.
Like especially like the condom smell. That's so gross. Do you guys remember that?
I can't smell.
What's a condom in my
I forgot. I always forget. Shane can't smell, so you don't know what the condom smells like.
I assume
What's
it
a
smells
condom?
like latex.
It's a gross smell.
You know how much a condom cost back when I was in school? Oh no, we didn't wear them.
That's gross. So my cousin though said when we were talking about random boners, he said Trapper Keeper got me through the halls of school.
Yeah, dude.
Salute you, sir. That's awesome.
So he definitely had it folded up under the Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
And
Dude, we were talking about this last night. We went to school together. Do you remember the dick punch game? No, you went to. Do you remember that?
I went to. Oh, you mean like a middle school?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
Sorry. We never did the dick punch game. It was all pantsing. Like
Deep pantsing.
Yep.
Oh, so you wanted to see the dick, not feel it.
I got suspended in high school for mooning
That's awesome.
for a month and almost got expelled.
No way.
It was almost
Where was it at?
indecent exposure. I almost got like a whole. And I had to go to a hearing and be like, "I'm so sorry. I'm a really good kid."
Pray tell, please.
That was definitely your voice at the time.
Yeah. We were down by where the science rooms are. You know what I'm talking about, like the far end of the school.
Yes.
And I asked to go to the bathroom, and I walked by a classroom, and I saw Justin. What was that dude's name?
Heiser?
No.
Halcom?
He was a year older than us. And he like
Shoop.
No, he was
Not
like
Shoop.
7 years older than us.
I didn't know. I mean, he was always playing basketball at the park.
He was a year older than us. Justin. Was he a runner?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Really tall, skinny, blonde kid.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, he was in that class.
Davis.
Yeah, Justin Davis.
Justin
Yep.
Davis. Yes.
Hope he's listening.
Shout out, him.
I saw him in that classroom, and I was like pointing at him, I was like, "What's up?" or whatever. And then I started at one side of the door, pulled my pants down, and then like shimmied across. And you heard the whole class like gasp and like go, and then laugh, and then other people were like, "Oh my god!" And then the teacher, you know how the room were, they were like in and around the corner, and she's like, "What's happening?"
I need to investigate.
And then some little fucking, I don't want to say nerd. Yeah, like fucking
Nerd
asshole was
alert.
like, "Shane Jones was mooning." and then I like came back to my class, and the teacher came in the room, and I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he's like,
You have proof?
yeah, he's like,
Yes,
"You just
now
went
she-
to the bathroom," and I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Nope. And then I got called in. I was like, "There's like witnesses," and I had to go to Maxwell Middle School because of like the director of the something or other was that like the principal or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I had to like get like a recorder, and my mom was like, "Well, he's a really good kid," and I
You
was like,
still have the recordings. That would be great.
no, they like kept him and put him on file, I'm sure. And then I had to like say that I was sorry and all this other bullshit. I think it was more of like a scare tactic to make me feel like, but I didn't go to.
You had to be the example.
I failed all my classes at that time because I wasn't going to school. The girl that I was just talking about
Going down on.
Yeah. She broke up with me at the same time. A kid at our school.
You had a rough
kid at our
little
school-
time, didn't
Hey,
you?
thanks for not shooting all of it.
A kid at our
I'm sorry, I should have said
a
that.
kid at our school died.
Oh God.
Kyle.
No, not Kyle.
Ben.
Yeah. No.
Jesus.
No.
You guys had multiple?
Yeah, we had
People-
3.
Dude, we had a lot of people from our class pass away. Kyle, Ben, Todd
Todd
Lewis. I drink with his dad every Friday.
Yeah. So
To this day.
So that happened in this. So all this stuff was happening the same way. I mean, the school thing was kind of my fault and not keeping up with my, because people were supposed to be bringing me my papers, like my homework home, and I just wasn't doing any of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a fucked up kind of
That's awesome, though.
time of my life.
See, I would have denied. 100%.
I did, but there was like, they have witnesses, and I was
It's
like,
not what you know; it's what you can prove, bitch.
Yeah.
Put it on video.
Show me the video.
Show me the video. Show me the picture.
but I remember I came back and on my locker, people had put tally marks of the days I had been gone.
You had a lot more creative people with you than I did.
Yeah, Sebastian and
Yeah,
and
I
Matt,
miss CPAS so
and
bad.
Matt Bacchus. You remember Matt Bacchus?
I do.
He's a stand-up
He's
comedian.
stand-up, yeah.
And they were both right next to me, and then it was Jill, and then Katie Medford. And
Oh my God.
All of them were on that side hallway, and I didn't have the busy hallway. I had that little side one over by like the.
I was in a cheese grater. Like Yeah, the cheese grater. I was on that little where Mr.
Do you remember when
Andrews
do you remember when all of us climbed on the roof for the senior prank and wrote dicks inside the windows of the cheese grater, and we put fuck Dan Jack in our, because our vice principal's name was Dan Jack, and we also put who has two names, who has two first names ?
We weren't good at sports, but we were good at pranks.
Man, can you imagine how much he probably took that to heart?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion,
he hung himself 2 years later.
Oh my God. That's fucked. Yeah, we climbed on the high school roof though. Like, I took an antenna. I climbed up on it was high as fuck.
You did it?
Yeah, me and 6 or 7 other people. And then I won't criminalize anybody else, but
incriminate them.
Yeah, there's this other girl that we hung out with, and she was wearing a ghillie suit because Andy Montgomery had a ghillie suit. And then she hid and kept lookout. We had walkie-talkies and everything. And then and then they didn't know we were on the roof. They just thought, because other people we were with were putting dicks on the windows on the outside, and I was like, fuck that. They're gonna wipe that shit off. So we were climbed up, and they didn't notice them overnight. And then when everyone got to school the next day, the daytime came, and it was fucking dicks.
That's American Vandal, but before it was a show.
And do you remember
Netflix.
the Senior Rock?
No, I do not.
There's a rock outside the cafeteria, the cafeteria window where all the seniors sat right over there. There's a rock, a blue rock. I spray painted a big pink dick on the.
That's awesome.
I had a issue growing up. I was really into drawing dicks.
Oh, did you have a lunchbox full of dicks?
Super bad. Was that you?
Are you allowed to eat dick-shaped foods?
Oh, you're talking about
super bad. Yeah, you were all in on drawing dicks.
As long as they're veiny,
You got to put the ball hair. That's the.
I was really weak in the prank game. I don't think I ever.
Really?
We didn't do a senior prank that I remember.
We didn't have anything.
Oh, dude, I would go up to Mr. Janels, anybody who went to Mr. Janelson's, Mr. J. If you went to Maxwell,
okay.
I would go up to the board and be pin 15 equals. Pin 15 plus 8 equals D.
Dude, I thought one of the best pranks I've ever seen that people do nowadays is permanent marker dick and then make a cat out of it, and then when they go to wipe it away, it's just a dick.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
That's awesome.
No, I mean,
now I just pretend I'm a homeless guy out in Indianapolis. I just pull my dick out. I'm like, hey,
oh wow,
that's a
great prank.
It's against
the
law.
It's not really a prank. That's just illegal.
It's against my leg. It's against my leg like a dead baby bird.
Speaking,
God, a dead baby bird. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of
think about that when you're having sex tonight.
I work close to downtown, and speaking of homeless people,
so you see a lot of dicks.
Yeah, and balls. I was literally driving to work, and a guy is holding a sleeping bag, he's trying to block the guy, and I'm like, yeah, that's the longest sack I've ever seen in my life. You're not doing a good job of covering this guy.
You're serious?
Yeah, I'm driving, because I don't know what he was doing. He was changing his pants or something. I don't know, but he was completely butt ass naked on the sidewalk in Indianapolis, and a guy's trying to hold up this like I said, sleeping bag, and like I said, the longest sack I've ever seen. It was touching the back of his thigh.
Maybe it was a decoy sack. Look over here, Walt.
Decoy sack. Who does that help? That's my first thought.
Dude, homeless people are eccentric, dude. I wouldn't put that past them.
No, and like I said, I work downtown. I see a lot of homeless people behind the building of where I work. Also, I have found
homeless people blowing each other.
No, grocery bags, paper grocery bags with shit on them, because people are wiping their ass and shitting behind my building.
But don't you want to help them and make a difference?
No, I want them to get the fuck out of here.
Stop being homeless.
I want to take every.
Dude, I've been homeless, so I've been
homeless too. But I also I'm not. I don't know if we want to get into this.
Let's not go there.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
I came out of it.
Here's a Billy Madison quote. You get out there and you find that fucking dog, and then you switch dog with job.
I colored the blood.
No, I mean I've been homeless before. We were doing 2 truths and a lie at work, and somebody was like, So 2 truths and a lie is you tell
And you have to,
2 facts about yourself that are true, and you tell a lie about yourself, but you want to make the lie convincing so that it's hard for people to determine what is the lie.
I'd win this game every time.
Dude, I win every time.
I'm the best liar ever.
In like,
not only you're a good liar, you've probably done a lot of fucked up shit.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, who, me or him?
Both of you guys.
Thanks.
So mine that like my standard of the 2 truths and a lie game is I've been shot, I've been on a cable television show, and I've jumped out of a plane.
I've been stabbed. I've had sex with one of my friend's mothers.
That's definitely the truth. He's always he's the rookie on this game. He's saving the lie for the end.
Well, I don't want to incriminate myself either, but I've done quite a few. I mean, one of them's I
Way
can't
to call me
smell.
out, dick.
I can't smell. People don't believe that.
That is a weird
I'm deaf
one.
in my left ear.
What?
No, like that's
So
legitimate.
then,
That's
so why do you
legitimate.
wear the
That's
headphones on both sides?
Yeah.
You can just take one off and don't even worry about it.
I only have 20. I'm not completely deaf. I only have 20%.
I didn't realize we had a cripple in the room.
I'm offended, and I'm gonna blog about that.
Hey,
immediately
I'm the
after
one that
show.
can't smell. Okay, I cannot smell.
Okay, I can't imagine how hard that is because that fucks with your
No,
taste.
it's
as well.
actually great.
It
Because
is great.
I will tell you many
He doesn't have to
reasons.
smell BO.
I don't have to walk.
Okay.
Like when I walk by someone and they look like they smell, I know
Have
that.
you ever
and then
seen
that
somebody-
shit, and that wave of air hits you, and I'm
Yep.
like, eh.
Don't worry about it.
But I still hold my breath because I don't want to breathe in their fucking shit smell or whatever.
The shit particles that are in the,
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, but how can you smell danger?
What is he, Wolverine? He's got an extra special.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer that. No, but the other day at my school, they had like this shitty smell coming out of the vents, and everyone was like, "Oh God, get out of the room!" And I was just sitting there like, "This fucking sucks for you guys."
So the biggest risk he has is
Carbon
if
monoxide.
That's what I was.
That's
Yeah, but I got
You beat me to it.
But I have detectors in my house.
what are you wearing? Komodo dog.
I gotta tell you that that's one of my biggest fears because one day we came home and June was like, "What's that smell?" And I'm like, "We're gonna die." Oh shit! So the whole day I was like, I called my neighbor and had him come over. Like, does this smell fucking like carbon monoxide in here?
Hey, bro, can you come over and smell this?
Because my daughter and Nicole have like the best smell ever. So she's like, "What's that smell?" I was like, "Oh man." So
like you start panicking when people.
yeah, I was like, "June, go stand in the garage." If Daddy passes out, call 911.
You've got a stand up bit right there, man.
Right there.
Like,
Oh, did I tell you guys I think I did about the colostomy bag?
no.
Okay. I think we did talk about this, but I have a stand up that I don't want to give it away because I don't even want to steal it, but
Right.
fuck it. I'm not going to do stand up for a while. I think we
I'll steal it.
Didn't we talk about I think we did talk about this, but it's like you have a colostomy bag and you like start dating a girl and you don't want to tell her that you have a colostomy bag because it'll like ruin everything. So you're like, yeah, I got stabbed. So you just put like a giant Band-Aid over it. and then there's this like part where like you're fucking and she's like, why does it smell like shit in here? It's like, and then it's like a scene with her talking to her friends, like, yeah, I really like him, but every time I'm around him, it smells like shit. And then it's like, it's really strange too. He got stabbed and it just like, he's not healing. He's had the Band-Aid for a really long time.
It's been 3.5 years.
There's
He doesn't smell it.
But there's such a good joke in there somewhere because
Yeah.
I've thought in my head, like, what's the worst thing that could happen to me? And like getting a colostomy bag.
well, and that's like, as soon as you said that, my mind went to people with colostomy bags. Do they fuck? Do they get?
Yeah.
Like,
and if they are, they're like,
Dude,
they're
old
like
people
doing
fuck.
it. And there's like a bag of like just.
Dude, it's grossing me out.
Or hold on, is it like, hey babe, like I know you wanted to do it, so let me go take my bag off.
Well, can't they like clamp it, like clamp
What?
a little like hose or whatever that? Like,
It's not a fucking garden hose. I don't think it works that way. Let me clamp off my intestines real quick.
I was just thinking, like, put a little paper clip. Or,
A paper clip.
Like,
A paper clip.
No.
Paper clip top.
No, one of
It's
those.
2018. I'm pretty sure they can come up with something better than a paper clip.
They got the like close,
Like
the
a chip
clothesline.
bag. A chip bag. Like a little clamp.
Just clamp it. and then take the bag and set it down somewhere.
I go shit for 2 hours
outside.
Good.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
maybe I'm supposed to be with a girl that has a colostomy bag because I can't smell.
Somewhere on Reddit or somewhere on the internet.
I don't think people that have those bags don't fuck.
But
yeah, they do.
No.
This is where my sick and twisted mind goes.
Okay.
Somewhere out there's a porno where 2 people have colostomy bags.
I'm looking that up.
Colostomy bags.
Let's Google it.
I'm going to say I'm looking that up immediately after that.
Well, there is the rule of the internet that if it exists, it's on the internet.
Dude, Mr.
Sex.
Hands exists.
I'm not talking about that.
Mr. Hands.
I'm gonna look up colostomy bag porn.
Dude, are you really Googling that?
I know that exists because BJ showed us that one of that girl.
Okay, first thing on Google, colostomy bag fuck videos.
Oh my!
Wait, they're fucking the bag?
I don't know.
Oh, what if they're fucking the hole?
Oh god! Oh my god! This is the grossest thing. I'm getting this off of my computer. Getting this off my computer. Oh my god!
Next topic.
No, the main thing it keeps showing is people being.
Sorry, I touched you, but that was.
Oh my god! They are poop on a dick. Gross.
Oh man!
I'm out of here.
So, you've never had that happen?
So the answer is people with colostomy bags do fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about? I need a cigarette.
Come on.
Should I not have gone there?
Make me feel really bad about smoking cigarettes. Let's do it.
I will actually.
So
you never had mucus dick from? This hole is fuckable too.
Oh my god.
We've gone off the rails farther than I think we have in a long time.
I'm scared people aren't gonna feel bad for me one day when I'm like dying or something because I'm such a bad person.
I did that at a funeral for a good friend whose mother passed away from smoking, and I had no idea. I was trying to break the ice, and I just walked up to the circle of the family, and I was like, "Can I get a cigarette from somebody?"
Oh my god!
And they go,
"You should have been like,
our mother just
was that not the most uncomfortable feeling you've ever had in your life? Like that's got to be terrible."
Yeah, I was immediately.
Was the mom like the only thing she left me was the fucking what are those things called?
I've got
voice transmitter.
I've got the guy sitting downstairs right now was with me.
She left. Like, why would she leave that?
Well, she didn't have any money, dude. She spent it on cigarettes.
The weird thing is, one of the cousins was just like, "You're an asshole."
Oh, God. Dude. The only thing she left me was the voice box.
I gotta tell you, the first thing I would do if that happened to me was drop a mixtape. Yeah, come on, baby. Like I would just be like,
it'd go viral as a video.
I'd be a hype man.
That'd be awesome.
Like it'd be like DJ Go, like yeah, come on.
I was about to start rapping.
So we were talking about comedy, and one of the things that I've talked about on the podcast before, but one of the things I used to do when going out in like college and stuff was I would steal comedians' bits that I'd seen on TV and use them as like my own in conversation, and people would think I was funny. But then it would be really bad when. So very rarely did you find a girl that actually watched comedy like we did. But then every now and then you'd have it happen, and they would just be like, "Oh, that's." I can't even do it right now. That's Dan Cook, dude. Yeah, that's Dan Cook, and I'm like, oh man, I need to stop using Dan Cook because everybody.
So Dan Cook right now. So Dan Cook.
And so I wanted to like get to you guys and ask you kind of like what is like. Because I know you watch stand-up comedy, and I know you do. What influenced you, or like what did you watch a lot that you will never forget?
You want to go, or you want me to? Because I'm all day on this.
Go ahead.
So, like when I was a young.
Do you have beer in the fridge?
Yes,
there's
maybe like one or two
up here.
Yeah,
there's literally one. So as a young chap,
do you want this one? He wipes his ass with Bud Light Lime. Come on.
Oh, it wasn't on camera, you bastard. So as a young lad, like Robin Williams was everything to me, because I was like,
a lot of stand-up comedians say that, but I never actually saw his stand-up.
I'm not saying from a stand-up.
Oh, just like
standpoint,
comedically.
Well, it's just like what he stood for as like Like,
That's all that was
unfortunately,
left
I'm a 5'8" guy who picked a bunch of friends who are 6'2" plus. So, like, I've
Well,
always been the little runt.
I've noticed that.
When
like,
your friends are imaginary, you can make them as tall as you want.
Hey, Fred smashed his face in that refrigerator.
Shane came to play today. I'm
Did.
telling you.
Okay, bitch. All right, bitch. Game on.
Welcome to the conversation, Johnny.
Call back.
I'm going to high five you on that one because that was brilliant. Thank you, bitch.
Hey, man, I've been at school with a bunch of 18-year-old kids just roasting the fuck out of them. Like, they don't understand I have like 10 plus years more than them of being an asshole.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the last 10 years you weren't allowed around that school, but
That too. That's why I didn't go to college.
He was actually he was peeing. Okay,
I was with the dean. Like, I promise I will not show my dick. to
Always
anybody.
Sunny?
yeah.
Yeah. But Robin Williams is a huge influence on me because I just kind of like, he was so fearless. Like, I don't know, him and Jim Carrey.
Well, he did make Patch Adams, which after that,
Let's
after that, you should be fearless because
I've heard
that's what started like my comedy thing, like just kind of emulating what Robin Williams is doing, just having that fearlessness of like the mannerisms, going about it. But Dave Chappelle
was a big one.
Like
Back in the day.
yeah, Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan, just like watching those. Like I was a huge fight fan, so I'd be watching HBO and I'd be watching the fights, and then after the fights, like I'd be like, oh, my parents don't know I'm not asleep.
Right.
And then a stand-up special, an hour special would come on way before Netflix and all that shit. Like
back when you had to
HBO
like
used
wait
to
for
do
it to come on.
Yeah, like HBO would do it, and I'd watch Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
I'd
the
watch
scrolling.
I'd watch Patrice O'Neal. I'd watch.
Oh yeah.
I never watched him.
He does his
Oh my
impression of
God.
Shaq.
Was he good?
Patrice is hands down one of the greatest comedians that people don't know about.
So you say that though, and that always goes back to my thought is, when people leave us early, do we automatically elevate whatever they were doing, or were they that good?
Where
The
did they
fact that the greatest
Well,
in
they
the
died.
game,
Well, they died.
some of the greatest comedians in the game have always held Patrice O'Neal and Greg Giraldo in high regard.
I didn't really like Giraldo either.
You remind me of him
I didn't like him.
so much.
The only thing I remember,
and that's why I don't like you.
Patrice. The only thing I remember from Patrice O'Neal is the Shaq impression.
Well,
Have you guys ever watched The Green Room?
No, I need to. That's a movie, right?
Well, that is a movie, which is goddamn. Rest in peace. What's the kid's name who had the Jeep had the recall?
Oh yeah, the guy from Star Trek.
Prince.
Anton something.
Anton Yeltsin.
There you go.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like, what a fucking
Did you hear how
terrible
he
way to
died?
go.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
the
you that
weirdest
told me
thing.
that.
Yeah, weirdest thing.
It's Jeep had a recall to where the parking brake would disengage, and then as he's getting his mail, it
Yeah.
actually rolled back and killed him.
I'm sorry.
If it was a Tesla, it would have been like disengage.
I'm sorry to make this a joke, but like, can you imagine like it's rolling over you, but it's probably not moving very fast.
All I can think
So it's
about is
like-
Austin Powers.
He was skinny. He was skinny too. It probably
The
just
Austin
like
Powers
it probably went
thing?
really fast because he's a little skinny guy. If he was a little fatter, it might have stopped on him.
Which I think he was an incredible
It's
actor.
not a good speed bump.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
A speed
That's a-
bump is half
At,
real to
at
me.
the end of his life, he couldn't even be a good speed bump.
Wow. That dude was an incredible
Yeah,
actor.
but
How
it's-
dare you? I don't have a heart.
Look at him having morals over here. So all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, that man.
There's
was a
like
great
7
actor.
people in my life that I cared about, and he was one of them.
7.
Worst acting gig he ever got was trying to be a speed bump.
God damn it, you motherfuckers.
I just picture him in like a yellow suit.
I just picture him like Austin Powers, where like he's getting his mail and he sees it coming, but he's like, no. As the
He really was a good actor, though. He was good in Star
yeah,
Trek.
assholes. He was a good actor.
I don't know. I only saw him in Star Trek.
What's that movie
What's
where
the one
he's
with the demons? Is that where you're going?
no.
I don't
But I
know.
know what you're talking about. I liked it.
Yeah.
There's
This
also
is probably one of my top
was also
5
in
podcasts
Fright
where
Night.
I've laughed.
Fright Night with the vampire, and the dude was
Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
One of the gayest vampires of all time.
Of all time. Like, I'd be like, if Colin Farrell was knocking on my window, I'd be like, fuck you, bro.
Come on in, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah. I just gonna stuck tonight. Like,
God, you are
or
handsome.
actually, Colin Farrell on Scrubs was incredible, though.
Also, him as fucking Bullseye and Daredevil
Nobody watched that movie. It's with Ben Affleck.
with Ben Affleck.
Never watched
He was
it.
completely.
so terrible.
Imagine Colin Farrell completely bald.
I immediately pictured Colin Farrell.
Wait, mate, I'm blonde.
with like long locks of like blonde hair.
No, he was bald,
I
and then he had like
twisties.
an imprinted bullseye in his head.
So
It wasn't
lame.
even like.
I remember what you're talking about now.
Yeah, and he would like
God
throw
damn it.
these little things. Like he could throw anything real cool, but he had these little pins on his like wrist, and he was like, phew, phew.
Have you ever tried to forget something and then somebody fucking brings it back
Dude,
up?
but
Thanks, Shane.
the new Daredevil season 3 or whatever,
They're bringing Bullseye
and
back.
the picture of him looks rad.
Yeah, he looks Daredevil.
When is Punisher coming? Fuck
Dude, I'm
Daredevil.
sorry. I know you're probably going to get annoyed with me, and
I'm annoyed with
the
you
listeners
every
are going to
time.
get annoyed with me. But Daredevil is the only one that's good, in my opinion. Punisher was. I like John Bernthal, but he does this a lot.
Bernthal
Like he nods his head a lot.
He does this thing where he goes,
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
he's always
certain
grunting.
There's certain actors that you look at it, you're like, Christian Bale is Batman.
he was
John
Punisher. Yes,
Bernthal
yes.
is the Punisher.
and he toned back the nodding a lot.
Did you know that he studied in his acting in Russia for like 4 years in the like this prestigious school?
So that's why he's so
Andy-
wooden when he's an actor. He's
And
just
he
like,
used to wrestle
You're
bears.
wooden. It's throwing me off so hard.
Like every
never
time
heard
you
that
say
as
wood, I got a waistband it,
never-
bro.
Hold on,
never
I want to
heard-
go back to he used to wrestle bears.
I didn't even hear that.
Him and Khabib, or
At least he picked up on that. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Did he didn't wrestle.
I heard Russia, so
But anyways,
like, I just thought bears.
I will agree with you with this.
He wrestled a lot of gay guys. that were
Daredevil-
power tops.
Daredevil is the best
the best.
one,
No, it's
and
not.
I will admit that with all the other ones, I really had to like keep myself watching it. No,
Well, what I'm gonna say too, like
Punisher
and-
made it great.
Punisher, yes. Daredevil, yes, great.
Yeah,
don't
Punisher
don't
made-
give him his own season. Give him
Who?
like,
The Punisher?
yeah. Don't give him his own season.
dude,
Okay.
there was parts of the Punisher where I was like,
I
"Can
fell
you just
asleep.
go start killing people?"
Yeah, exactly.
God.
That's what the
There's
Punisher's
got to be a
supposed to
backstory. It's 3 seasons versus 1.
Dude, we've already seen 7 shitty Punisher movies. If you don't know the backstory by now, God, his family died. Wah.
Ben fucking Affleck played Daredevil. That's my argument right there.
Well, you don't
Rest
know
my case.
Daredevil's backstory. He's
Rest my
blind.
case. Okay, he's fucking blind. There's no backstory to see.
The guy from Hung played Punisher,
Yeah, he did.
and he was a good one.
So another one that I like a lot that you guys are probably going to disagree with me is Jessica Jones. I thought that was a fucking great show.
We talked about this.
Great show.
I don't care about that stuff.
The bad character
You know the
was
worst part?
the best
She's
out
a
of all
girl.
of them.
She's a girl. It just really ruined it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
No, but okay, so you say that, but I am 1,000% on board. This is what I want to. This is what I want to ask. This is what I want to ask you about. I've never thought female stand-up comedians were funny.
Ooh.
Really?
Actually,
There's not a single female comedian you've ever seen that's funny?
there's Eliza
Not that
Schlesinger.
I've watched.
Dude, she's hilarious.
Not that I've watched.
Ali Wong,
Ali Wong is fucking
super
phenomenal.
funny, but the person I cannot fucking stand.
Amy Schumer.
Yes, fuck
Fuck
her.
her.
I don't want to hear about your nasty vagina.
Yep.
Like, don't tell me about anything. Like, she just.
Who's the one that's on the roast battles? I don't like her either. All she talks about is fucking black guys. And she like is like
she's older now.
Yeah. She's been on the Adam Carolla show a couple times.
Damn it. Don't look at me like that, God damn it. Sorry.
I just can't remember what her name is.
Starts with a K.
She just sucks.
Starts with a
Kathy?
K. No, it's
It
not
might be-
Kathy
it
Lee
might-
Gifford, but
Kristen.
I don't know, but
Dude,
either way.
Green Room. You guys should watch that show. It's
So
the
what
one.
I want is anybody listening to this, prove me wrong. Send me videos of female stand-up comedians that are funny. I want somebody to do that.
Well, I just told you.
You
too.
show me a truly funny
Well, I know
woman,
you told me, but I want other people to interact and,
Oh, okay.
and show me.
Yeah, we do want that.
but you show me a truly funny woman without
Woman?
emotional. Blame it on the. But show me a truly funny woman without emotional issues, and I'll introduce you to my stable of unicorn jockeys.
Dude, show me a comedian without emotional issues.
Right.
All of them are fucked. Like they're all weird people. That
We're all
fucked.
Who name a comedian that like came out? And
I will tell you one that's normal that doesn't have any problems. Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
He's actually had a really normal, great life, but
and he's hilarious.
But for the most part, most of the comedians that I know a lot about have like emotional problems.
Yeah, all the males do. I was talking about females.
Oh, okay.
Trying to make a joke out of it, but
I heard it. You know, they're riding unicorns in fairyland.
Leprechaun, yeah.
Leprechauns.
Leprechauns.
You want to be a leprechaun, not a leprechaun.
Like I said, Shane came to play today because he is beating me to every joke that I want to make. So I wrote this down because we were talking about vampires a little bit with Colin Farrell, and Shane talked about the fact that he walked by a mirror, and I want to hear this.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a really short part of my dream that I remember last night is me walking in front of a mirror and then not seeing my reflection.
So I immediately went to vampire.
It was spooky. Woke up.
Did you get hard?
Why does that? What does that have to do with boners? Can I just have a serious vampire moment? God.
Serious vampire moment is probably the quote of the podcast.
My whole life.
What did you say last night?
My whole life, I've wanted to either be a vampire, be a werewolf, or have superpowers.
Yep,
and
same.
I always wanted to be a werewolf.
1000% same.
I just want to like at night, just like my fucking bones start breaking into all these different, and I just wake up next to a carcass of a pig or something.
Yeah. Well, so
go ahead. Go ahead. What's up? What's up, Johnny?
He was obviously going to talk about fucking the pig.
Did the pig have a boner?
I've never met your old lady, so I'm not going to go there.
Don't start firing those shots.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Hotter than anyone you've ever met.
Did you see our last one?
Yeah. Your cousins don't count.
My cousin's pretty fucking hot, though.
Okay, so when you talk about that with the reflection not showing up, I've had multiple dreams where I was a vampire, like where I could fly, even too.
Yeah, shit ever.
And so, no, it's not.
Werewolves are better.
No, lame.
Depends on. There's so many things that go into that.
But my dreams would be that I distinctly remember thinking, I gotta kill people to like live. So I'm gonna I gotta find people I don't like, and that's what would be like. My dream was like searching for like people in my life that I didn't like.
So you've always wanted to murder people, but
that's what I might.
Mine was like
went through with it.
So the window thing was like I was almost watching a video.
I thought it was a mirror,
and it was like that. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and it was like a gray, black and white, like old time filmy looking thing, and it, like you know how
I love that you have dreams that are this descriptive too.
But you know,
I do.
when it shows the film and it's like there's pieces missing from it, and it's like it makes the noise and everything. Well, it was me like physically walking in front of something that was like a movie screen, but also a mirror.
That's fucking crazy.
And when I looked, and I remember thinking in my head before I looked to my left that I'm not going to see my reflection.
Do we need like a dream analyst in here, like to?
I can like a lot of my dreams. I feel like I lose my teeth, and it's because I'm scared of losing my teeth. But
it's weird that he said that because I have fucking a lot of dreams where like I lose my teeth.
Well, you know what
it's because you have a fear of like,
and that fucks with me so bad. Like I wake up and I'm like,
yeah.
They described that, like I googled that because so in my dream when I lose my teeth,
like they're breaking and shit.
My thing weird. is I always like pop one out, but then I feel one growing.
Oh shit, man, that's like a vampire thing too.
So well that and also like I googled it. Because if you just Google like meanings to dreams, somebody's come up with something.
Bullshit.
And the losing the teeth thing is supposedly connected to feeling like you're not financially stable. So when you feel like you're losing your teeth, you feel like in your dream you feel like you're not financially. But
so you're saying every dream I should have is just me, just fucking teeth falling out of my mouth.
Yeah. So, but that's where
I wake up in a sweat money.
Well, that's where I'm trying to figure out. That's where I'm trying to figure out like if that's what it is, why am I dreaming of losing them, but they're still there?
Are you just saying you're super rich?
You're like,
why am I having these dreams? I have so much money.
I just
No.
dollar.
That's definitely not the
y'all.
case.
I also have dreams of where I'm like
Oh yeah, running and you can't
and
run.
No, I jump and I go like really fucking far.
Like you're like
and
the
I
Hulk.
slam into the ground and then run and I'm like, yeah.
So
it's weird.
the biggest the biggest ones that always drive me nuts is I have dreams where I'm trying to fight somebody off and I'm like swinging as hard as I can, but it feels like I'm just like
not very hard.
like I'm not like I can't hurt the person trying to like hurt me, which I know is a common one too. And then also one that I've had, which is like you're trying to run but you can't run, like you're being chased, but like I'm trying so hard but I can't move, and this person just like. But then the thing is like those all mean something. But then what I really love though is when I have those dreams where like there's multiple times where I've had dreams and it's like I am the camera in a movie, so I'm like watching everything happen and it's me,
And you have an epiphany.
it's like, well, I don't really have an epiphany. I just think that I have really
You're dreaming wrong, bro.
interesting thoughts like while I'm watching it happen. It's like almost like I'm
Your dreams are wrong, bro.
no, they're
Your
not.
dreams
Shut
are
up.
wrong.
I have the best.
Who are you to question his dreams?
I have the best dreams. But
It's
like
the only place where you can't get ridiculed, and here you are. I
will jump out
I
of
just
the
think it's
cage like
cool.
the eagle.
I think it's cool because a lot of people, when I talk to people about their dreams, not very many people talk about being able to watch it happen, like almost like a movie or a television show.
I have those from
I have
time
those.
to time.
I have one where it's like blurry around the like my vision is
Yeah.
like almost like tunnel vision. Like
That's interesting as well.
yeah,
I have a reoccurring dream with a nun.
is it dirty?
There's a boner involved.
I know. I automatically assume that this is going straight to.
There's
like,
a select few people that are gonna know what I'm talking about. That's a Californication reference.
I've seen it. I've seen every
I
episode.
had this
Never watched that.
I had this reoccurring dream with a nun where the nun starts blowing him, and he's like, "You dress funny. You smell weird."
It's been a while. Frank Mooney, but it's been a while since I've
Hank.
seen it. Hank, yeah. It's been like I said, it's been a while since I've seen it.
In Californication,
Yeah, Frank Gallagher. What about Hank Gallagher?
Dude, Star Wars, Predator, and Aliens. They need that crossover.
Put them all together.
They need that crossover. I think it would be fucking incredible.
I think that.
I think Alien
think
and
it would
Predator
be-
is so like dark and like so much.
and I'm thinking
They-
about, dude.
okay.
I think
And
if
then
they
you just
did
have like
it,
pew pew pew, like little fucking lasers to it. Like
But nobody has taken Aliens
the
or
alien
Predators.
like,
yeah,
Aliens was truly terrifying.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Star Wars was not. And then you can't put them together, and then it'd just be like one super dark.
But they can.
they'll
come-
make like some sort of graphic novel
They
of
could
it.
come from the same universe. Like there's a way to do that.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
For sure.
And like,
Especially with the
and then you can throw predators in there, like a Predator Boba Fett or whatever. You
what's
know?
the movie where they did use both?
Aliens versus Predator?
No, Alien, but it's like it starts with a P.
AVP, Alien versus Predator. Like
The one with like the
Prometheus.
Prometheus.
oh,
yeah,
Prometheus. Yeah, a lot of people.
I loved it.
There's a conspiracy,
And a lot of
theory
people
there.
don't like it, but I love
it
it.
too. But there's a conspiracy theory there where a lot of people are saying,
I love the
"Ah."
creators. That's such a fucking cool thing. Like
I do too.
there's like these fucking advanced alien race that created all of us, and now they're sending the aliens to kill everybody because they're overrun.
I
don't
liked
know.
it.
I mean, just kind of think about it. Like, if someone was to tap into that frequency and just kind of
It could be definitely
take
done.
Star Wars and then take the Alien versus
I'm just
Predator.
picturing Chewbacca just ripping heads off of
Just
aliens.
fucking shit.
All I can picture is a bunch of nerds getting mad because you fucking took two universes and put them together. There'd be so
Yeah.
many mad nerds.
That's the plan, because I was the nerd at the sleepover, bro. This is my revenge. Revenge of the
There's a
nerd.
lot of Star Wars purists out there that are like, you don't fuck with it.
They call me
You
Jedi.
don't fuck with Star Wars.
I mean, my handle is Jedi Mind Tricks, and it's not for Star Wars. Fuck Star Wars. Saying that right now.
Oh, I thought I always
Star
read
Wars
it.
is gay.
I always read it as Jedi minds and dicks.
I love taking. I was gonna play off that with you, but
I thought he was about to say he loves taking dicks.
no, I was gonna say
That's
I love
gonna
taking,
go really
I love taking
dark.
mines. Like, yeah, he takes dicks. Like, not me.
No, so Mark Foltz that we called last week.
Yeah.
I had posted that I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops, the new one, and he said he would like a review. So I'm going to give this to him.
Kills last night.
Just specifically.
Well, I talked to Riddle last night, and he was like, "Why didn't he hit us up? Because we play video games." And
Jesse?
Riddle.
Like Jesse Riddle?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Forgot about the guy. He's awesome.
He's on our podcast before with Mark Holtz.
Yeah, way to not listen.
I didn't care about it until I was on it.
Exactly. That's like a main everybody ever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I first found it, I listened to one and was like, "Hey, can I be on your podcast?" I only listened to one before.
No, so Call of Duty Black Ops, the new one, it's good. It's awesome. It's like
I smell bacon.
I like it because I'm good at it. Or at least better than I am at the other 2 games that I've been playing. That are
You're not.
I'm better than you. Shut up.
Yeah, you've been playing for a week longer.
I've been playing for a day. Anyways,
how old Twitch?
Well, my internet's terrible, so when I try to do the Twitch, I feel like it slows everything down. So I haven't done it recently. I'm trying to decide if I really need to switch to like Xfinity or something, because all I have is 25 megabytes a second.
I haven't had cable in like 6 years.
Yeah,
neither.
Well, internet though.
I watched Cat Williams' new stand-up special. It was not. I didn't.
I heard he was an insane person.
Why?
Because I thought the first two are fucking hilarious.
The first 2 we ever did are awesome, but like you saw the whole like he got arrested thing
and he got beat up.
Dude, he's been arrested. He's been arrested like 19 times in the last like 2 years.
I don't judge. I'm not like, oh, he got arrested. Never listen to him again.
Yeah, but you understand that there's a problem. Like,
well, he's just mentally unstable.
Okay, so if Tyrese put an album out right now, are you going to listen to it?
He's always
Tyrese, by the way.
You have to first be good before you can be horrible.
Ejecto-seat, cuz. That's twice I've used that on this podcast.
So, I'm not even touching it. Go ahead.
That's twice.
Go ahead.
Anyways, it wasn't horrible. It was like, it just is very like the last 2, exactly like him. If you ran them all together, it'd just be like one giant 3-hour special.
That's why Chappelle is the greatest.
No one's arguing that.
Ever.
No one's arguing that at all.
He took a 10-year hiatus.
Went to Africa.
I didn't feel like his wasn't that great, the most recent one. I mean, it was good.
Are you serious?
There was some funny parts, but it wasn't the best.
I thought it was really funny.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
I can tell you.
What would you say it's your top, like, 5 stand-up specials you ever seen?
The newest Chappelle?
Yeah.
I think, dude, Chris D'Elia is like, I'm on his nuts really hard, but I really think he's funny.
He's coming.
Well, when I think about D'Elia, we've talked about it. Or I've talked about it with Kyle Buck and Jonny. Is like D'Elia is funny to me as a person, but like his stand-up isn't as funny.
His stand-up
dude, I think it's hilarious.
As his.
Have you ever heard the Russian? Like he's like, you've never seen a happy Russian.
The drunk girl skit is.
He's like, we are at Disneyland. We're here. Like he's talking like all fucking Russian, and he's doing like you've never seen it. Russian people are always fucking like pissed and like really, but he's acting like
my wife is part Russian, so I understand.
That makes so much sense now.
She's always pissed.
She is. It makes so much sense now.
And she likes vodka. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't like that.
Be nice to the Russians, dude.
Dude, she
will murder you.
Yeah.
She wrestled a bear last night and then jumped out of the cage.
I was the bear.
Yeah, that's hot.
No, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Like,
come on.
With like boy shorts.
Name's Justin.
Boy shorts on. You're like, wow.
Dude, we slayed Garth Brooks last night, though.
No, you gave up halfway through.
I didn't give up halfway through. He played the version. He played
the 9-minute version, which is the worst. Like, why would he do? And he didn't tell us that he was going to do it either.
Johnny gives up halfway through songs and life.
I did. Like, do you see the scars right now?
No, I'm saying like that guy.
No, it was brutal.
That guy,
he bought us a shot because he felt so bad.
He played the like I said, he played the Garth Brooks version.
On my roots.
He played.
I showed up in boots.
Yeah, but we had
to do that for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we had to do that monologue
where he talks to the crowd.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm
Garth Brooks.
I almost said Brooks and
I looked at Justin and I was like,
Jonny was like, I'm out.
Good luck, bro. But these old ladies came up and they wanted to like get involved.
Why would you even have that version of?
Why? As a karaoke song,
Yeah.
That's like me going up there and like singing "Crazy Game of Poker" by OER, and it's like 14 minutes long. Like,
of all songs, you bring up OER.
I want someone to do.
I'm not worthy.
I want someone to do "Pillow Talk" by Lil Dicky. It'd be like it's so long.
This bitch don't know about Pancha yet.
That'd be the longest.
Dude, that's one of the best songs of all time.
It is great. I love the Freaky Friday.
Aliens,
Have you seen the Freaky Friday?
Earth Go Hard.
Where him and
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Yeah. So he only beat it a little bit, but it was a pretty good video.
No, it was.
Hey, I want to bring something up.
Do it.
Barstool Sports. Woo!
What about it?
No, I'm just kidding. Old Row. Old Row's my favorite.
Yeah, that's
podcast.
right. That's right.
Old Row. Have you heard about Old Row?
I mean, I've seen it. I've followed on Instagram.
I don't think AP has heard about Old Row. I want to just give a little, for people who haven't heard about Old Row.
Switch your allegiance from Barstool Sports to Old Row,
or just have both, and then anytime you talk to AP about it, just tell him about Old Row and make sure that you really talk about Old Row as much as possible so that he knows about Old Row.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to get what you're saying here. Are you making fun of him for
just
something?
Calling him out because if I hear Shane talk about Old Row one more time.
No, I love your impression when you were doing the all their ads.
Ranger Nutrient.
No, so
Smugcast.
So I mean, I'm trying to get there. Like we talked about some of the stuff on here. What about Solo? You brought that up before the podcast.
Yeah. So we had talked about
we talked about Star Wars, so this makes sense.
A couple weeks ago, or probably about a month ago, you saw it.
Yeah.
And then I was just telling you that I had seen it now. And
how did you feel? Because my impression was the guy that played Solo was a worse Solo than Donald Glover playing Lando Calrissian.
I thought it was all gravy, baby.
Wow.
I thought it was all good.
I haven't seen it, so I have no.
I thought it was good as fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, it's one of people probably are like we were talking about earlier, Star Wars purists are going to be like,
Don't
but
care.
I actually liked it way more than I've liked any of. What's the movie, The Republic or the one?
Rogue One?
Yeah.
That
Didn't care for it.
That one was the best.
Didn't care for it.
Dude, that's my all-time favorite Star Wars movie of all time.
Didn't like it.
My handle is
1000%.
Jedi Mind Tricks, and I meet people online, and they're like, "Oh my god, I love this Star Wars movie," and I'm like, "You're gay."
And Johnny's never watched them.
Solo.
I'm like, "You're gay." Mine's the hip hop group. That's where I plagiarize
hip-hop
mine. Jedi Mind Tricks is a hip hop
Didn't put two and two together.
group. That's where I got my name from. So as
Maybe
I'm
we'll have to go out to them today. So
as I'm doing what I'm doing, people are like, "Oh, have you seen that Star Wars thing?" And I'm like, "No, it's gay."
Star Wars
I'm not into Star Wars. And they're like,
Star Wars is awesome.
Your name is Jedi Mind Tricks. I'm like, yeah.
Star Wars is pretty awesome, though. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, it's grown on me.
It's always been good.
I just watched The Last Jedi, and that was kind of fucking awesome.
Those weren't that good.
The Last Jedi.
The most recent ones aren't as good as the originals, in my opinion.
The originals were awesome. You know that sound effect that other
was
movies
that?
have stolen from?
What was that?
When the fighter jets or whatever the fuck are flying through, and it's like, it does that.
Like the weird noise that they make when they fly.
I
love
it. Sounds like somebody taking
just bringing that up.
It sounds like somebody's doing blow, but taking the shit at the same
Makes
time.
me immediately think of the fact that Star Wars has the coolest sound effects of all time.
They do.
For
really
everything. And it's like
Yeah, it's like my ex-girlfriend was just as hairy and made the same sounds.
but yeah, Solo was good. I think their one-off movies have actually been better than them trying to continue the storyline. Is
the 10 greatest sounds from Star Wars.
let's go
Do you
Can
wanna
we play
plug
it?
in? Yeah.
Here.
right there.
It's not going to work.
No, you use this one.
Oh,
Here,
that won't work.
use this one. You just got to plug in nope. Plug in this one.
So many chords.
Yeah, we gotta get. I gotta get the.
I'm not a musician.
Good catch.
That was excellent.
Good save. Good save, brother.
Party time. Excellent.
Hopefully this isn't stupid.
No, it's awesome.
No, it's stupid, but
Right there, I'm hard.
I'm waistbanding, bro.
It's number 10.
Oh,
Yoda's
that
my
noise.
favorite.
Tractor beam power down.
I like that
Yeah.
noise.
All right, promise you won't do each one after.
No, I'm going to now. Just to spite you.
There it is. That's the tractor beam. Okay, shut the fuck up. Number 9. Carbonite freezer.
That is good.
Number 8.
The Techno Union.
How long is this?
Watt Tambor. It's really fast. We're already at number 7.
Count.
No, do I have time to grab a beer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's probably none.
Pago the Lesser.
I do like that too. I'm surprised they're doing a lot of like voices.
Yeah. Number 6. Oh.
Love it. Yep. So cool. Oh yeah.
Number 5. Oh, there's his noise.
So cool. How do you think George Lucas thought of that?
I think they just use sounds like there's a sound guy in here.
Seismic charges.
Seismic charges.
That's what the noise is. It blew up like an asteroid. Here goes another one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Number 3.
Yeah.
I am your father.
That's so fucking.
He never says that.
That's so fucking cool though.
Isn't there a thing where he never actually says that?
Right. He says,
Luke, help me take this master.
Shit.
But you'll die.
Nothing can stop that now.
Predators could be one of the coolest videos ever. Like movies ever. And they
Look on you with my own eyes.
pew. Did you hear that in the background?
Number 2. Blasters.
So good.
Number 1.
They're gonna be wrong. Nope, that is number 1. That is number 1. Great, cool noise.
Could you imagine in the future with AI that every time you get a boner, you can program it?
It's crazy.
It'd have to be a quick.
There's
burner.
a Predator, Engineers,
That's
and
true.
Aliens complete. It's a timeline of the Prometheus and all that stuff, right?
And it was like
awesome.
at the bottom, like next video kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I think Predator could be one of the greatest series ever, but the right like how Christopher Nolan revamped Batman doing the Dark Knight thing.
I'm so pumped about those noises, though.
I need the Christopher Nolan of Predators.
They'll do it.
I need that.
There's a new one coming out.
Yeah, and it's
It's
fucking
already out.
stupid.
I heard it was
dude.
good.
Oh, damn.
I heard it was really good.
No, it's fucking stupid.
You watch it?
No. But I read about it and it's fucking stupid.
Oh, so you took other people's opinions and made them yours.
No.
No.
Yes, kind of.
You gotta
Anyways.
watch it to know if it's good or not.
They literally had to cut out 3/4 of the movie because of a pedophilia thing.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's they.
I'm Googling that.
They
Do it, listeners.
Google it
So
right
there's
now.
no more beer?
I have no idea what was in this, but I just added vodka and tomato juice and started
Okay.
drinking it.
So,
No beer?
nah.
Okay.
Well, it is 12, so we can go buy more if we need to. The sound thing, though, what I wanted to get on while we were listening to it was,
This is gross.
how did George Lucas, do you think that somebody just started making a bunch of sounds and that he was like, I like that one?
I think they have a sound guy, and
Yeah.
then they took actual like sounds that you make with things. Like I know that's a thing where they just like go and
Yeah.
there's a guy and he has all these fucking weird like things, like the same way that
Like, I think something was like
You guys never watched the documentary?
something was like a glass and like they like ran like
Yeah.
a fucking thing across it and then amplified it and made it whatever it was.
So they were in a meeting, and this guy had a Diet Coke, and like he went to grab it, and he slid it across the table, and was like,
yeah.
Shane's better at it, but
that was
So that ended up being the Wookiee sound.
I did it all for the Wookiee, bro.
this one says Star Wars blaster sounds, how they did it.
I want to hear that.
Okay.
Have you?
Is it like real long?
Oh no,
I
it's
can't
massive.
do it. I can't do it. Shouldn't do it.
Oh, it's
Shouldn't say it.
What are they using?
He's taking a
Cables? That's got to be cables.
That's
right?
fucking cool.
Yeah, so
That's really cool.
Oh, here's Ben Burt on lightsaber sound.
The lightsabers are one of my favorite sounds, and in fact, it was the very first sound they made for the whole series. For some reason, after I read the script, even though my assignment was first to find a voice for Chewbacca and then a voice for R2, and then, maybe come up with some sounds for laser guns and other things, the lightsaber fascinated me. At that time, when the script had first come out, they had some paintings that Ralph McQuarrie had done, so that there were some concepts visually of what some of these things would look like. And those pictures were very inspiring because they gave an idea of the direction we were trying to go in the look of the film. And it was inspiring to me to therefore think up sounds that might fit that kind of visual style. And I could kind of hear the sound in my head of lightsabers, even though it's a pickle ring. I could really just sort of hear the sound. I think maybe somewhere in my subconscious, I had seen a lightsaber before.
No, you haven't.
And I went to at that time I was still a graduate student at USC, and I was a projectionist. We had a projection booth with some very, very old simplex projectors in them, and they had an interlock motor which connected them to the system, which when they just sat there and idled made a wonderful humming sound, and it would slowly change in pitch, and it would beat against another motor. There were two motors, and they would harmonize with each other, and it was kind of that inspiration. That sound was the inspiration for the lightsaber, and I went and recorded that sound. But it wasn't quite enough. It was just a humming sound. What was missing was kind of a buzzy, sparkling sound, the scintillating element which I was looking for. And that I found one day by accident. I was carrying a microphone across the room between recording. I was recording something over here, and I walked over here with the microphone, passed by a television set which was on the floor, which was on at the time, without the sound turned up, but the microphone passed right behind the picture tube, and as it did, this particular microphone produced an unusual hum. It picked up transmission from the television set, and a signal was induced into its sound reproducing mechanism. And that was a great buzz, actually. So I took that buzz, recorded it, and combined it with the projector motor sound, and that
So he accidentally
kind of combination of those two sounds became the basic lightsaber tone. Then, once we had established this tone of the lightsaber, of course you had to get the sense of the lightsaber moving, because characters would carry it around, they'd whip it through the air, they would, of course, thrust and slash at each other in fights. To achieve this additional sense of movement, I played the sound over a speaker in a room. Just the humming sound, the humming and buzzing combined is an endless sound. And then took another microphone and waved it around in the air next to that speaker so that it would come close to the speaker and go away. You could whip it by. And what happens when you do that by recording with a moving microphone is you get a Doppler shift, you get a pitch shift in the sound, and therefore you can produce a very authentic facsimile of a moving sound, and therefore give the lightsaber a sense of movement.
Redoes that song. It's like, and I miss you. He's like, rolling through the hood.
No, I can't imagine like that person. That person is on another thinking level all the time, because he's like clearly listening for stuff that matches what he's put in his picture in his mind.
Think of sound being your entire life.
It's fucking crazy.
All you do is hear something
and then think about it being taken away from you. Then he goes
20%. I'm looking at 20% in my left.
No, but I mean, it's just
it's like being a passenger in a car. Somebody's talking to you and you're like, what?
That happens a lot.
What?
But that's mainly because I'm not paying attention. But no, like that's just crazy that guy built that from just randomly walking by the TV. He's like, oh, that was a cool sound. Let's mix that with
just think how different
sound
it would have been
if it was something terrible.
If he didn't do that.
If it was like I guess it like waved to the air.
Like some weird
man.
It's like a zzz.
So but do you think that we associate with those sounds and think that they're great sounds because of the film as a whole?
Know.
Or do you think it's the fact that they really did do a really great job of capturing those noises.
All of that.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that. Like,
I mean,
it wouldn't have been that iconic if the movie wasn't any good,
Right.
but also wouldn't have been good if they didn't pick that specific sound.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense. I like
Yeah.
that. Anyways, what else you got? We're getting ready to get out of here. We're at an hour and 10.
I'm all good, brother.
How about you?
I open mouth kissed a horse once.
Oh, wow.
Tell me something I didn't know.
I feel like
Yes.
you get your mouth bit off doing that.
Actually, no, but it's an Austin Powers bit, and I'm glad he dug
Yeah.
it.
Well, I took it literally, and I'm like, thinking of
So
you
you're
kissing
saying
a
that
horse.
you can't take sarcasm?
No,
Probably?
I'm not good at sarcasm.
I just don't know when you're
I
being
know, it's-
sarcastic.
Anyways, this is probably one of my favorite episodes of all time. I laughed a lot.
Yeah, it's funny.
Shane came to play and brought some really funny jokes.
He brought the heat,
I don't think you even planned them.
How would I plan any of that? Except telling you about the colostomy back there.
Right.
I've had
brought
that on my
You've
phone.
had that working around for a little
Yeah,
bit.
I have it in notes in my phone.
It's been
I wanna-
been knocking around.
That
knocking
shit's
around.
been brewing for a little while.
I just want to.
you know?
I want to see exactly what I put, and then
I wanna
it just
play the
says
outro song,
having a colostomy bag and not telling the girl you're dating. Tell her you got shot. So I changed getting shot to getting stabbed because
What song are we gonna go out to?
I don't know.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, Wind Blow.
We listened to that last night. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm feeling
What
it,
about
so don't do it.
Jedi mind tricks or whatever?
Do Jedi Mind Tricks. Just look up Jedi Mind Tricks, play the top song.
But what I also wanted to bring up is next Sunday we will be at the Colts tailgate. So that's
Guys.
And we also didn't talk about Gents Barbershop.
Oh my God.
Bring it up. Go now.
Shane, you went. Please
I
tell
went
me.
there.
Please tell me about your experience. Did you enjoy it? Did you hit Buck, Troy, or Candace?
Candace,
Candace is, gosh, she's great to look at.
she's a fox.
Really?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
She is
I need a
so,
I feel like I was being awkward.
she,
Because I was like,
she is fucking gorgeous.
I thought I was gonna walk in and some dude was gonna cut my hair and I was gonna go get my oil. My oil was getting changed at over at Monroe.
Yeah.
And then it didn't go as planned.
Yeah. I was not
You
wrong.
thought I was talking about getting my oil changed there. Anyways,
I wasn't wrong though, right? Like, did you enjoy it?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Are you going to go back?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I need to go there for the first time.
but
feels like.
But I feel like I'm cheating on my barber because I
Fuck
like
your
my
barber.
barber.
Go where I go.
Other than the fact that she's attractive, I want her to cut my hair again because she did a really good job.
She's incredible.
And then I'm one of those people. Once I've had something done well, like
Well,
my
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm a loyalist.
well, so am I. But I'm tired of going to fucking Vinny's barbershop and like the people there are kind of like. It's just not my style of place. Like
Yeah.
It's a little like these guys cut really fuck good hair and they're usually pretty nice, but there's a lot of just I don't know. It's just not. Greenfield's more comfortable for me. I like going in there. They were all very nice. She did a really good job. She did it fast. She was nice. They gave me 2 coffee cups, which one I have to give to you,
Nice.
and some stuff inside of it. Like
It's really funny because I don't ever drink coffee. Like,
well,
ever.
you can put
Really?
it. You can.
Yeah.
It's
I'll take it.
It's
I
a
need
cup. You can put.
Well, I'll definitely.
Any
You can
liquid.
put it in the
I
liquid.
mean, I'll put some Irish coffee in there, a little Bailey's. And
There you go. But yeah, I enjoyed
They
it.
may not want to sponsor
It was
us
a
after
pretty.
this episode.
It was
though.
a pretty fast interaction. Like I just went in, got my hair cut, and got out. But she did a great job, especially for how fast she did. I'm used to like
We're gonna have him in soon.
the guys at Vinny's taking like 45 minutes, but she did it like within 20 minutes.
Wow.
And there wasn't any wait. She said if I came in a different day, there'd probably be a lot more of a wait.
Oh, yeah.
But I came on like a Monday, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. They were super nice.
The vibe in the shop is incredible.
Yeah, the guy that owns it, I think, was getting his
Buck.
hair. He was getting his hair cut, or he was cutting someone else's hair, and I was talking to him while that was happening, and then I just happened to bring up the juice in the morning
Yeah.
thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I heard it, blah blah," and he was actually leaving like right when I was about halfway getting my hair cut, but yeah, everybody was super nice, and I just
We're gonna have Buck in here soon, and we're also gonna. I need to build a website. God damn it!
bring Candace.
Candace is goddamn.
I mean, Johnny, you'd have to share a mic with her, so I'm sure you'd be really disappointed in that.
you can sit on Santa Claus
Okay, all
lap
right.
and
I don't want to.
talk about what you want for Christmas.
But anyways,
I want to
I'm
keep
kidding.
the whole sponsor thing going.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate that you guys are going out there and talking to people about this because
Don Stuck.
there's a random
Let's
person that went to another location of my job and said they listened to the podcast.
Oh wow.
And so it kind of worried me.
This is beginning to come like the like a killer type thing. Like you know, how killers do weird things and like send little riddles and stuff. Like
That's what that person's doing.
Like he's going to each one of your like district offices or whatever, and being like, I listened to the podcast.
Listen to it, and I love the feel of your skin.
You're gonna find like a
Guys,
Post-it
Don
note.
Stuck is a potential viewer.
A potential viewer.
Potential guest.
A potential guest I met. Yeah, not viewer.
And also,
Don Stuck.
and also
guest.
if he was a part of it, he would be listening, not viewing. Unless, I guess. You know.
I fucked up. Yes, I know.
It's okay.
I meant
We all do it every now and then.
Like, can we edit that? No?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm
we
just
don't
rolling
edit
with it.
it.
We don't do
Either
that
way. He's going to be playing at Snappers in Greenfield about a month from now.
Okay.
Go
What kind of
see
music?
him. Dude, they cover.
They cover.
They
but
cover.
do they have originals as well?
Oh, they do like.
Can I breakdance to it?
No. Can't wear that outfit.
Actually, hold on. They have cardboard on the floor at Snappers.
Nice.
I wanted to have like a
Specifically for Shane.
breakdance / Back to the Future look going today.
Like, I'm going to walk
like
in
it.
the front door. Like,
I don't know what that is.
Nobody can hear that snap.
the Thriller.
Snap close to the ground.
Yeah, Thriller. Thriller, bitch.
Okay, bitch.
But yeah, like I mean, we got the live podcast next weekend, next Sunday.
Yeah,
Come hang out.
I thought that was today. I asked Siri. I was like, "Who the fuck Nicole's playing today?"
You dressed for the occasion.
Luckily, it was
very
the Jets.
well.
Come hang out with us. We're gonna drink and have a good time. Watch the game. Well, not watch the game. At the
I'm
tailgate.
gonna powerbomb Shane through a table.
Yeah,
Are you gonna go through the table?
I know jujitsu, bitch.
Will you go through the table? Will one of you guys go through the table?
I know.
Don't bring any of
Muay
that-
Thai and boxing.
Don't
bitch.
bring any of that Steven Seagal shit my way.
He's actually a really good martial artist.
Yeah, okay.
No, he's not. No, but
I'm gonna powerbomb myself through a table because that's what you do for old row.
I'm gonna deadly
jump
point
off
you
of
that
the
shit.
tailgate of my truck onto the table.
Do you want?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I am a grown man. I can't do that.
No, but it's going to be a fun time. I think it's going to. I'm honestly, dude, I was like trying to figure out logistically how we could do this podcast
Come
and
drink
that
a beer.
podcast, and like put out like 2 on the Sunday. We're doing that as the podcast next week.
yeah.
You know those HBO specials like late at night where they were like, "What's the best sexual encounter you've ever had?" And Dave Chappelle had that one skit where like they asked the chick and she's like, "This one time, like me and 7 black dudes, like," and the dude's like, "The fuck?"
Are you talking about taxi cab confession?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I just want to like
Or real
legitimately
sex.
ask you, like, when's the last time you pooped your pants?
Real sex was my jam when I was
So
like 10.
the thing is like I was like all in on it, but nothing. You never saw anything happening.
And it was always like weird shit because they really wanted to like have a good show, so
Right.
they would do like, let's go find
Interesting
weird. Yeah,
stuff.
it was like 60-year-old people having an orgy, and I'm like, well,
Gross.
well.
I'm so sad I'm coming to
I
this.
still hate old people.
And the intro used to be like a bunch of like hot girls and boobs.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the thing, and it's like, I'm Becky and I'm 40 and me and my husband fuck cats. I don't know, something like that. Or something weird like that. So,
Hashtag vegan cats.
Man, there is so many titles for this episode. No, come out, hang out with us. It's
Come on.
I want to say it's McCarty Street and something else. Just look at the Facebook. But we're gonna go out to Jedi Mind Tricks Design and Malice.
Sure.
But once again, thank you for listening to the episode. We appreciate it.
and hopefully the juice was worth the squeeze.
Boom.
Squeeze this juice, bro.
No, they're no longer Christian. They no longer follow Jesus. They follow the devil 100%.